What's going on, guys? All right, so I've had this question several times, and I kept saying I was going to do a video on it, but the issue is I don't have any hills where I live. So I remembered I'm here at Bootlegger Harley Davidson in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the entrance and exit for this dealership is an incline. It's a hill. So the question people had for me is, what should I do if I'm on a hill and I'm starting out? And I always said to them, nothing changes. It's rare that something's going to change regardless of where you are with your motorcycle. So we all know step number one, what's always step number one, make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, especially if you're on an incline, right? So we're going to do that. Step number two, we're going to cover the rear brake. Now we definitely need to cover the rear brake because we're not going to be sitting here holding the front brake unless we have to do like I just did, which was make sure I'm in first gear. Step number three, we want to make sure we don't roll back. So that's what another reason. We're not just covering the rear brake, we're applying it. Then we're going to preload and keep it loaded. Now that and keep it loaded thing is always important, but definitely on a hill. So remember, listen to your throttle. As long as your throttle's okay, step number four, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And when you release the clutch into the friction zone, don't get out of the preload. Keep it loaded. Because if you don't keep it loaded, especially on an incline, yeah, the motorcycle's probably going to stall. All right, preload. Keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And again, it still applies. As soon as your motorcycle starts to move, pick up your foot. Nice and easy. All right, see? Nothing changes, nothing changes. Now I'm back on the hill. If I'm covering the rear brake, preload, keep it loaded. I'm sorry, make sure I'm in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload and keep it loaded. Now I'm gonna make a U-turn. I'm on the hill. What changes? Nothing. Just make sure you keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. As soon as this motorcycle starts to move, foot comes up. And head and eyes, look in the direction that you wanna go. So whether you're on a hill or not, doesn't change anything. Just make sure you keep it loaded, baby.